Hello friends, and welcome to your daily insight reading with me, Intuitive Rene. Today is Wednesday the 11th of November 2020, and this week I am using all my tinned decks, and today we are using the White Sage Tarot. Just how gorgeous is this? And the whole week, the oracle deck that I'm using for the whole week is the Whispering Woods Oracle. And we're going to get and see exactly what we have in store for today. What is the energy of today? I'm just going to move those slightly out of the way, oopsie, so that they don't interfere. And we're now going to take our White Sage Oracle, White Sage Tarot, and let's give it a shuffle and let's see what is the energy of the day. What do we need to know today? What is important and significant? What do we need to be aware of for today, Wednesday? Let's see what comes up. What insight do we need today? Okay, so we have got the Four of Swords. I'm going to just draw a couple more before I start talking about it. That one over there is the one I want. 10 of Wands. So we've got the Four of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and I want one more today. Feeling generous this week. That one is jumping out at us. The Wheel of Fortune. Right, let me just put the other cards away. Let's have a look and see what we have. First of all, don't you just love the colors of these cards? The color palette is just stunning. So the Four of Swords is typically the card of taking a rest. It's the card of pause. It's the card of rest. It's the card of contemplation, meditation, but it's the card of inaction, okay? So today for Wednesday, it's not a day to be rushing into anything. It's not a day to be diving in and seeing what you can achieve, how quickly you can achieve it, and all of those kind of things. It is a day of saying just exhale and just pause for a minute. Okay, so that is very important for you today. Today, if you've got big things on the go today, if you've got big things planned, my advice is take it easy. My advice is don't rush into anything, and before you speak, think before you speak. And the reason why I say that is because of this next one. Okay, so here we have the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands is about feeling absolutely exhausted. The 10 of Wands is saying that, you know what, you've been carrying a load for such a long time. You are feeling knackered. Okay, knackered is the word that comes to me. You are feeling exhausted. It's been a long, difficult road. You are exhausted, and if you speak too quickly before you give yourself a chance to think, if you react and speak too quickly, feeling this way, unfortunately, you're only going to have the wrong things. You're only going to say the wrong things. You're going to do the wrong things. You're going to regret your actions. So this today, these two cards here are basically saying to you, think before you speak. Be quiet, spend a bit of time in contemplation, rest as much as you can today. Inaction is more important than action for you today, and recognize that it's been a long journey, it's been a long road. You're feeling the effects of that. Yes, you're almost there. Yes, we're so close to the end, but that doesn't mean that it's time to start shifting and changing things up a little bit. The Wheel of Fortune card we have here, very interesting, and I wanted to say 10 and a 10 again, and then we've got the 4 of inaction. The 10 is about completion and going back to one, going back to the beginning. But the Wheel of Fortune card is basically saying to you that you've got to just trust in the processes, and that's why we have this inaction card here, because it's telling you don't have to do anything. Even though you're still in process, even though you're still doing something, you're still working on something, you're so close to the end of it, but you've got to trust that you've put in enough effort. You've got to trust that you've done enough to complete this particular project. You still don't have to do anything more. Whatever it is that you're doing today, just understand that you have done enough. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is saying. You have done enough. You've put enough effort. You've put enough attention. You've done everything you need to. So now just be quiet, be still, and allow that last little bit to happen on its own steam, in its own time, in its own way. You do not have to initiate and instigate and do anything today. So in action today, be quiet, trust the process, trust the circumstances, trust what you're dealing with, and just let things flow in its own way. I'm now going to pick up our Whispering Woods cards, and let's see what Whispering Woods wants to add to the situation, to the message, to the insight. Whispering Woods, okay, that one clearly wants to come out at us. Whispering Woods are telling you grounded, keep to your roots and stand taller than the trees. You need to be grounded. And you know what? To be a tree, to be taller than a tree, to be grounded is also in action, isn't it? It's also about doing less. It's not about doing more. It's about recognizing you are who you are and you are doing enough. Okay, so grounded is the key word for today. So friends, today, November 11, 2020, Wednesday, in action. do less, spend a bit of time resting, spend a bit of time being quiet, spend a bit of time being contemplative. Don't speak unless you've thought about it properly. Don't do anything unless it's absolutely necessary. Recognize that you're exhausted. It's been a long road. You've achieved so much. You're not quite finished yet, but you've got to trust that you've done enough to complete the process the way it needs to. Keep to your roots. Don't change your plans. Don't change actions. Don't change circumstances. Don't change the strategies. Keep to your roots. Stand taller than the trees. Stay grounded and know that everything is going to work out perfectly. Friends, with love and blessings from my heart to yours, until we connect again, you take care.